While we're able to squeeze in a little break of dry weather, it's not going to last too long. As a matter of fact, by the time we get to the KOAM news at 6, 9, and 10, I know that that's what Doug's going to be concentrated on, is what's going to move in. So while we do get this break, let's talk about what's on the ground right now. For the month, 1.24 inches. That's at Joplin Regional Airport, okay? I want to be very specific about where our daily almanac data comes from, because these June rain totals that we see in portions of Labette and Montgomery counties throughout southeast Kansas, where you see it indicated there in the orange, upwards anywhere from 4 to 5 inches of rain throughout those little dots right there. Very, very impressive, as it is up in Vernon County as well, in the southern or northern portion of southwest Missouri. And that is, of course, why we have flood warnings in effect, county-wide flood warnings, as a matter of fact, for about, in some portions, 9 parts of counties in southeast Kansas, lasting all the way until this evening. And then you see those dark swaths right there. Let's take that one by Fredonia, where it's going to be the Fall River. That flood warning lasting until tomorrow morning. Down at the bottom of your screen, the Neosho River, lasting until Wednesday. And then back at the top of your screen on the right-hand side in southwest Missouri, that's the Osage River, that lasting until Tuesday night. So it's a little bit here, there, and everywhere with those warnings. Now, at least the rain's not falling from the sky as we find ourselves about quarter afternoon. Northwest breeze, so the wind's been shifting just all around the compass. But what that's doing is helping us out and not getting us too hot, because the 24-hour temperature change substantially warmer, especially as that front moved through, compared to places like, say West Plains and Little Rock, where they're in the midst of a double-digit drop because they have just now had that rain move on the other side of the Mississippi. So as we get into the peak afternoon hours, remember, in between, say, about 2:30, 4 o'clock, is when we'll really begin to heat up, and that humidity, that relative humidity, not going to go anywhere. It's the result of a whole bunch of Gulf moisture. And this coming out of the Gulf, keeping us very, very wet, is exactly why we can blame everything down to the south for what will transpire Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning before we finally get a break. At least the Skywatch storm tracker has pushed everything off to our east for the time being. Give you an idea of the national picture right here. Almost a little split in the jet stream as far as it being very flat and then breaking where we see it over the boot heel of Missouri, and then kind of reforming there as it works through the southeastern portion of the United States. One final check on Hurricane Alex, still a hurricane, but this will be the last time that we actually need to check on it, as it will dissolve into a low pressure system probably by tonight. It's really going to dissipate quickly. Weather trend for our next 24 hours. Be nice if those skies would clear overnight, because if the clouds stick around, I'll tell you what, it's going to be muggy tomorrow morning too to start. So here we go, just in time for the Tuesday morning drive. It'll formulate out to the northwest. And while it starts up to the north right there, it really will be down to the south and the central portion that are probably going to absorb the most rain right there, because this thing's going to last all the way into tomorrow afternoon. So our timeline, a little bit more extended certainly than what we experienced today. Then we're going to clear off Tuesday afternoon and evening, just like we did today. And then here we go again on Wednesday. And that's why I want to concentrate on what we see down to the south, especially right along our state lines. As far as the 7-day forecast, well, Thursday, let's keep our eyes on the prize there, because that'll finally be the one dry day that we have. Because, Tanya, guess what happens on Friday just in time for the weekend? We're going to kick right back in with thunderstorms. The one on Friday has got a cold front behind it. At least mild temperatures. The humidity won't be such a factor on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, at least we have a nice weekend. Something to look forward to.
It feels like it's a long time coming right now.
All right, thanks, Michael.